Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm delighted to have you here today. Today, we'll be exploring the basic principles of GMP, or good manufacturing practices. Our focus will be on sanitation and hygiene, which are fundamental to quality and safety in manufacturing. Over the course of this presentation, we'll cover key guidelines and best practices to ensure adherence to GMP standards. Let's get started and dive into these important concepts. Now, let's talk about the basic principles of GMP, starting with sanitation and hygiene. These are fundamental to ensuring the safety and quality of our products. High levels of sanitation and hygiene are practiced in every aspect of manufacturing, which is essential to prevent contamination. This includes taking care of personnel, making sure they follow proper hygiene protocols. It also involves maintaining clean premises. Our manufacturing areas must be kept spotless. Equipment and apparatus need regular cleaning and sanitizing to avoid any residual contamination. Production materials and containers must be handled carefully, ensuring they don't introduce any impurities. Even products used for cleaning and disinfection are part of this scope. They must be effective and properly managed. Most importantly, we need to be constantly aware of all potential sources of cross-contamination. Addressing these sources is crucial to protect the integrity of our products and ensure they meet quality standards. Overall, maintaining a high standard of sanitation and hygiene across all these areas is key to consistent, safe manufacturing. Let's take a closer look at the basic principles of GMP, starting with sanitation and hygiene. These are fundamental to ensuring a safe and clean working environment. Maintaining proper sanitation helps prevent contamination and keeps the production area safe for everyone. Now, moving on to personal hygiene, which is equally important. Regular health examinations are essential, both before someone starts working and during their employment. This helps to catch any health issues early and ensures that only healthy personnel handle products. For those involved in visual inspections, periodic eye exams are recommended to maintain good eyesight and precision. Training plays a crucial role here. It's important that all employees are trained in good personal hygiene practices. This includes understanding and following written procedures and instructions tailored to maintaining hygiene standards. Proper training ensures everyone knows exactly what to do, reducing the risk of contamination and promoting a culture of safety. Overall, these principles are interconnected. They help us uphold quality and safety in every step of our process, which is at the heart of good manufacturing practices. Let's take a closer look at the basic principles of GMP, starting with sanitation and hygiene. These are fundamental to ensuring the safety and quality of the products we produce. Maintaining a clean environment helps prevent contamination, which is crucial in any manufacturing setting. This means regular cleaning of equipment, tools, and work surfaces, as well as personal hygiene practices for all staff. It's important to remember that good sanitation isn't just about cleanliness. It's about creating a culture of safety and responsibility. When everyone follows strict hygiene protocols, we minimize risks and uphold the integrity of our products, supporting our overall goal of delivering safe, high-quality goods to consumers. Let's talk about one of the fundamental principles of GMP, sanitation and hygiene. These are crucial because they directly impact the safety and quality of the products we produce. Maintaining a clean environment helps prevent contamination from bacteria, viruses, and other harmful substances that can compromise the integrity of our products. Good sanitation practices include proper cleaning and sanitizing of equipment, tools, and work surfaces regularly. It's also important for everyone involved to follow personal hygiene protocols, like proper hand washing and wearing clean uniforms. By consistently applying these principles, we create a safer workspace and ensure that our products meet the highest standards. Remember, sanitation and hygiene are not just about compliance. They're about protecting consumers and maintaining trust in our brand. This focus on cleanliness ties directly into the overall goal of GMP, delivering safe, high-quality products consistently. Now, let's talk about personal hygiene, which is a crucial part of maintaining good manufacturing practices. When we have illness or open lesions, it's important to understand that these can significantly affect the quality of our products. For this reason, anyone with an illness or open wounds should not handle starting materials, intermediates, or finished products. Instead, they should report their condition to their supervisor immediately. It's vital to remember that direct contact between the product and the operator should be avoided whenever possible. This means that any open lesions or contaminated hands could potentially introduce risks, so we need to be cautious. Additionally, starting materials, primary packaging materials, intermediates, and bulk products must be protected from contamination, which makes good personal hygiene practices even more critical. At the core of GMP, sanitation and hygiene are fundamental principles. They help us ensure the safety, quality, and efficacy of the products we handle. So, always be mindful of maintaining high standards of personal cleanliness and follow proper protocols to keep our manufacturing environment safe and compliant. Now, let's talk about personnel hygiene, which is a crucial part of protecting our products from contamination. First, it's essential that everyone wears clean clothes that are appropriate for the activities and the products they're handling. This includes wearing hair coverings such as caps and gloves when necessary. These measures help prevent any hair or skin particles from contaminating the product. Next, we need to regularly check the change rooms and changing facilities to ensure they are clean and well-maintained. Proper hand washing is vital, using clear signs to remind staff, and thoroughly drying hands afterward to prevent the spread of bacteria. Any used clothing must be stored separately in closed containers while waiting to be cleaned. This prevents cross-contamination with clean garments or other areas. When it's time to wash clothing, it's important to follow our standard operating procedures and use an appropriate laundry facility designed for this purpose. Additionally, there are specific procedures for disinfecting, decontaminating, and sterilizing equipment and clothing when needed. These steps are part of our basic GMP principles, emphasizing sanitation and hygiene. Overall, maintaining good personnel hygiene isn't just about individual habits. It's about creating a clean environment that safeguards the integrity of our products and ensures safety across the board. Now, let's talk about personnel hygiene, which is a crucial part of maintaining good manufacturing practices. First, it's important to remember that smoking, eating, and drinking are strictly not allowed in production areas, laboratories, and storage areas. This helps prevent contamination and keeps our environment clean and safe. Additionally, no chewing gum or keeping food or drinks inside these areas is permitted. This minimizes any risk of introducing foreign particles or microbes into the production process. We also should not keep plants inside these areas, as they can harbor pests or microbes that could compromise product quality. Another key point is that rest and refreshment areas must be separate from manufacturing and control areas. This separation ensures that any hygiene standards are maintained and that there are no cross-contaminations. All of these principles tie back to the core idea of sanitation and hygiene, which are fundamental to GMP. By following these guidelines, we help ensure our products are safe and of the highest quality. Now, let's talk about a key aspect of good manufacturing practices, making sure that toilets do not open directly into production or storage areas. This is really important because it helps prevent contamination and maintain a clean, safe environment for our products. If toilets were connected directly to these areas, it could allow germs or bacteria to travel easily, which we definitely want to avoid. Moving on to the core principles of GMP, sanitation and hygiene are fundamental. They form the backbone of any effective food safety program. Proper sanitation means not only cleaning surfaces thoroughly, but also ensuring that everything is maintained in a way that prevents the buildup of germs or dirt. Hygiene, on the other hand, involves personal cleanliness, like hand washing, wearing appropriate protective clothing, and following good practices to prevent contamination from personnel. When we combine these principles, we create a safer environment for our products and ultimately for our consumers. Remember, these practices aren't just about compliance. They're about protecting the integrity of our products and building trust with our customers. So, always prioritize sanitation and hygiene in every step of your process. Now, let's talk about personnel hygiene, which is a vital aspect of good manufacturing practices. Personal hygiene procedures, including wearing protective clothing, are essential and apply to everyone entering production areas. This means not just full-time employees, but also temporary and contract workers, contractors' employees, visitors, managers, and inspectors. The key idea here is that regardless of your role or time spent in the facility, maintaining proper hygiene helps prevent contamination. Basic principles of GMP emphasize that sanitation and hygiene are everyone's responsibility. By following these procedures, we create a safer, cleaner environment, which is fundamental to producing quality products. So, always remember that good personnel hygiene is a cornerstone of overall GMP compliance and ultimately, product safety. When we talk about the design of premises, it's really about creating an environment that supports safety and cleanliness. This includes paying attention to walls, floors, ceilings, ledges, drains, air supply, and dust extraction systems. All of these elements need to be carefully planned to prevent contamination. Prevention of dirt and dust buildup is crucial because it directly reduces the risk of contamination. Regular cleaning programs are essential here. They should be appropriate to the environment, and it's important to keep detailed cleaning records to ensure accountability and traceability. Effective cleaning and disinfection are key components of maintaining hygiene standards. Choosing the right materials and chemicals for cleaning is vital, and these choices should be validated to confirm their effectiveness. For example, selecting surfaces that are easy to clean and resistant to chemicals helps uphold hygiene. When it comes to drains, preventing backflow is a critical aspect. Backflow can cause contamination, so designing drainage systems to avoid this risk is fundamental in GMP principles. Overall, these design considerations are all part of the basic principles of GMP, which emphasize sanitation and hygiene. By focusing on proper design, we create a safer, cleaner environment that supports quality assurance and product safety. Protection from insects, birds, vermin, and weather is a critical aspect of good manufacturing practices. It's essential to ensure that our products are safeguarded at every stage, starting from the receipt of raw materials all the way through to the dispatch of the finished product. This continuous protection helps prevent contamination and maintains the integrity of the product. When we talk about the basic principles of GMP, sanitation and hygiene are at the core. Keeping the environment clean isn't just about appearance. It's about creating a safe space where harmful microbes, pests, and environmental factors can't compromise our products. This means implementing effective cleaning routines, controlling pests, and maintaining proper facilities to prevent any exposure to potential contaminants. By doing so, we uphold the quality and safety standards that are fundamental to GMP. Remember, these practices aren't just procedures. They're part of a larger commitment to delivering safe, high-quality products to our customers. By consistently applying these principles, we reinforce our dedication to excellence in manufacturing. Let's talk about sanitation in production operations. First, the importance of cleaning and cleaning validation cannot be overstated. The level of cleaning required actually depends on whether we're processing the same product in consecutive batches or switching to a different one. This helps ensure there's no cross-contamination. It's also crucial to check that the cleaning agents we use are completely removed before moving on to the next batch. If possible, hot water alone can be effective for cleaning, which simplifies the process and reduces chemical residues. All cleaning and disinfecting solutions must be carefully prepared and clearly expiry dated, so we know they are effective and safe to use. After cleaning, a final rinse with purified water is essential, and for sterile products, we use water for injection to ensure maximum purity. And of course, all cleaning activities must be thoroughly documented. Keeping detailed records ensures traceability and compliance with GMP principles. Remember, sanitation and hygiene are fundamental to maintaining product quality and safety. These principles form the backbone of good manufacturing practices, helping us deliver safe, effective products to our customers. Let's talk about production operations related to sanitation, specifically focusing on the importance of keeping full records. Maintaining detailed records is crucial for ensuring accountability and traceability throughout the process. Now, when it comes to water systems, water is a major component in most of our products, so its quality and cleanliness are vital. That's why we have a standard operating procedure, or SOP, for cleaning and sanitizing the water purification system. This SOP should include specific steps for cleaning the distribution lines to prevent any contamination. Validation is also key here. It's important to verify that disinfectants are effectively removed before the water is reused. This ensures that no residual disinfectants compromise the product quality or safety. Moving on to the basic principles of good manufacturing practice, or GMP, sanitation and hygiene are at the core. Maintaining proper sanitation and hygiene practices helps us produce safe, high-quality products consistently. All these points tie back to our overall goal, ensuring that every step in production supports product safety and quality through proper sanitation and hygiene practices. Now, let's talk about sanitation within production operations, specifically focusing on maintenance and repair activities. These activities are inevitable in any manufacturing area, but it's crucial that they present no risk to the product. Whenever possible, we schedule all planned maintenance outside of normal operating hours to minimize any potential contamination or disruption. However, there are times when emergency work must be carried out during production. In those cases, it's essential that after the work is done, the area undergoes a thorough clean down and disinfection before manufacturing resumes. This ensures that no residues or contaminants are left behind that could compromise product safety and quality. Additionally, before returning to production, the area should be cleared by the quality control team. This step is vital to verify that the sanitation procedures have been properly followed and that the environment is safe for continued manufacturing. This ties back to the fundamental principles of GMP, especially sanitation and hygiene. Maintaining a clean and sanitary environment isn't just about compliance. It's about protecting the integrity of our products and the trust of our customers. So always remember, effective sanitation practices are a core part of our overall quality system. Let's take a moment to look at the photographs in the handout. As you observe these images, I want you to think about and identify as many sanitation and hygiene issues as you can. This exercise helps us develop a keen eye for potential hazards and areas that need improvement. Remember, maintaining proper sanitation and hygiene is fundamental to good manufacturing practices, or GMP. It's not just about cleanliness, it's about ensuring the safety and quality of our products. By consistently identifying and addressing these issues, we can prevent contamination and ensure a safe environment for everyone involved. So, take your time, review the images carefully, and think about what each one reveals about sanitation and hygiene standards. Now, let's delve into some of the possible issues we might encounter, starting with sanitation. Proper sanitation is essential to prevent contamination and ensure product quality. Next, mixed production can pose challenges, especially when switching between different products or batches, which increases the risk of cross-contamination. Penicillins are a special case. They require extra vigilance because of their potent allergenic properties and the strict controls needed during manufacturing. Product versus batch changeovers are critical points. We need clear procedures to manage these transitions smoothly and avoid mix-ups. Water systems also play a vital role. Ensuring they are properly cleaned and maintained is fundamental since water is often a vehicle for contamination. A common question is, how long should a cleaned status last? That depends on the process, but it's important to have defined limits based on validated data. Additionally, What do we do if a clearance check is needed when no QC personnel are on duty? Having a clear, documented procedure for this situation is crucial to maintain compliance and safety. Finally, all these efforts tie back to procedures and records. Accurate documentation is the backbone of good manufacturing practices. Speaking of GMP, understanding its basic principles, like sanitation and hygiene, helps us maintain a consistent, high standard throughout the manufacturing process. These elements are interconnected and essential to producing safe, high-quality products. Now, let's move on to some possible issues related to hygiene that we need to be aware of. First, personal hygiene is absolutely critical in maintaining a safe and clean environment. This includes proper hand washing, grooming, and overall cleanliness. Health checks are also important. They help us identify any potential health problems early on, so they don't impact our work or product safety. When dealing with health problems, it's essential to follow the correct procedures and report any concerns immediately. Personal responsibility plays a big role here. Each of us needs to take ownership of our hygiene and health. Training records are key because they document that everyone has received the proper training on hygiene practices. Speaking of hand washing, the frequency of hand washing is something we must always keep in mind. It's a simple yet powerful way to prevent contamination. Now, relating this to the basic principles of GMP, or good manufacturing practices, sanitation and hygiene are foundational elements. They ensure that the environment we work in remains clean and safe. So, always remember, following proper sanitation and hygiene protocols isn't just a rule. It's a vital part of producing safe, high-quality products. For further support, please contact us. Thank you for your time and attention today. Remember, if you have any questions or need additional assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help ensure you feel confident moving forward. Thanks again, and have a great day.